So this is the Exo PC, 11.6 inches, 1366 by 768, multi-touch capacitive screen with Windows 8 developer preview loaded on it. I've been doing a lot of testing, and this video is to accompany an article that's on umpcportal.com talking about tablets, Windows 8 and the Metro UI, mainly focusing really on the limits of that UI and why it doesn't really apply very well to smaller or mobile devices. But in this video I want to show you the browser for the Metro UI. So here's the Metro UI. If you haven't seen it already, it's working quite well on this device. It's very smooth, seems to be very quick, fluid and reactive, so you know there's no big delay when moving a finger about, which is really nice. Internet Explorer is built in, and it's in summary a really nice browser, I have to say. It's fast. In fact, some of the tests I've been doing on it have been better than Chrome actually, so I don't know whether it's using some GPU for acceleration there, but it's working out pretty well. So he says as it fails to scroll very well. Okay, what is happening here? A big bunch of there we go. This is how big this page is. Okay, so that was loading up all the JavaScript from Discus there, so that's a huge set of very good pinch to zoom. It's really quick and fluid, as you can see there, and you get a nice copy paste feature as well, which allows you to select text and copy that, for example, there, that can be used in other applications. What it hasn't got is double click to zoom, and it hasn't got text wrapping as well. And in fact there's actually not much in terms of settings at all on this one. If we go to the slide in settings bar, and you'll see this is the application settings here. That's pretty much all you can do is set the default view for the links, whether you want it to open in a desktop browser or the local finger optimized browser. There is also a nice feature from the bottom where you can just reopen that page on a desktop browser, and that fires up Internet Explorer on the desktop, and you're able to get the full features there. So there is a way around, and again this is taking its time to backfill on the web page there because of all that JavaScript going on the bottom. Let's bring that in again then. So give you just a quick overview of the controls. Slide in from the bottom, and you've got the URL bar, refresh, pin. That's actually pins the bookmark to the Metro UI. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually, there you go, live crash, which is not good. So let me see if I can restart that. There we go, that's restarting again. Let's go full screen on that. And that's a really heavy page all about Symbian. Let's go to a different page. Just going to wait for that page to load, unfortunately, to get anywhere out of that. My God, that page is killing this device. Let's just go to google.com right now. Go and get a simpler page up and running. I think if I just close this one, we might have a little bit more CPU for the browser itself. Okay, right. And I'm going to go to news here so that we can pick off some nice articles and random pages. So again, there's the zoom, and this page is loading nice and quickly and obviously being good. There's the bottom bar, so you can pin that page to the Metro start bar, or the Metro start UI. And if we go back here, we should see that pinned on the right hand side. There it is, Google News. So the start menu, the Metro UI, you have to consider it as a start bar, start menu system. As I showed you, open in real browser, refresh, back and forward. From the top there, the open tabs or open pages, and you can open another one fairly easily like that. Let's go to Sunscript. There's the result. 1119.3 milliseconds, which is pretty good, and faster than Chrome on this device. A 1.6 Atom device, so it's not the most powerful. It's pretty much, yeah, I'd say double the power of a Tegra 2 in terms of pure CPU. But I'm not too sure if that SunSpider test is actually a dual-threaded application. So let's start some more windows up. This Telegraph web page opening here. I'm actually a couple of walls away from my internet here, so I haven't got the best reception down here in the cellar. We've got a couple of bars, but that is probably going to cause it to lag a little bit, and that might actually be why we're having problems with the scrolling here. Although I really would expect that to scroll without it having to load the whole page first. So let's go back to news again, open another web page, and that is behaving a little bit more as expected. There are no multi gestures apart from the pinch to zoom, so you know, it could have been maybe a nice 3 down or 3 left, 3 right to change pages or tabs, and of course there should be double tap to zoom, and the reflowing as well is badly needed. If it doesn't have reflowing, that's not going to be very good for tablets. Let me show you this in portrait mode. So here we are in portrait mode. I've had to turn the studio lights off here to give you a better idea. A nice page overview in portrait mode, and I think for most people portrait mode is going to be even more useful than landscape mode for web browsing. 1366 by 768 is a great resolution for being able to read a page as it is at, let's say, 0 zoom. Opening a couple of web pages here just to see how that goes. One thing to note here: there's no flash. And it does seem that let's disable the pop-up there. One thing to note: Microsoft are saying that they probably won't include Flash here. The idea being that this is a kind of a basic browsing experience focused on HTML5 support. So I tend to agree with that, because it's so easy to just open that page in the real desktop view anyway. That I don't think there's going to be too many problems for people. And there's a couple of examples of positions where Flash would have been enabled here and here. Stop pressing the screen, Steve. There we go. So on the left here I've got the Iconia A500 Android tablet, 3.2 on that with an NVIDIA Tegra 2, and on the right the XOPC running Windows 8 developer preview. I've turned off flash loading on the Android version, and it's obviously disabled on the Metro Explorer version as well. So I'm just going to hit a couple of links now and let's see how it goes. This is 3, 2, 1. The Android device kicks off a bit faster, and it looks like the Explorer. It's difficult to tell, but it looked like the Explorer was faster. Let's go back. We'll do a few more just to get an idea of what's going on here. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, pretty well matched, I think. Well, actually, the Explorer version is still working. Let's go again. Delete that, and we'll try this one. All the caches have been emptied, and these are brand new articles that I've never accessed before. In this case, the Explorer is way ahead, and we'll move down a bit here. Let's try some more. Here we go. Here's 1, 3, 2, 1, go. And Metro Explorer slightly ahead again, although it has that problem with the scrolling while it finishes off the page. Remember, this is developer preview. It's at least another 6 to 8 months before this is released, so hopefully there'll be optimizations there. Having said that, there's obviously going to be optimizations on Android in the same period as well. Let's do one more, and actually I'm just going to do one little demo of Google Plus, because this is a website that I find very heavy in terms of JavaScript. Once you go to your circles page, so both of these should load the desktop version of the page, and the Android device is taking its time. Right, now I'm going to go to circles, my circles. This is a really heavy JavaScript page, so we can do this together. No. Okay, let's see how that goes though. Building up the circles here. Okay, that's largely done. On the right hand side, still backfilling the, well, difficult to tell, isn't it? The thing is, on this you can actually drag people to circles. On this one you can't drag, because it actually takes the drag motion as a scroll motion. Interestingly, there is no way to scroll on this one, so what I need to do maybe is choose a set of people that are no, just difficult to use on both devices, to be honest. And what it does prove is that Google Plus needs a serious amount of processing power to make it work smoothly, and on both of these devices, the 1.6 Atom and the NVIDIA Tegra 2 just isn't powerful enough to really give you a smooth experience. Obviously there's more being shown on this page as opposed to this page, but yeah, not a very good experience on either of those. Okay, so obviously there's loads more that is probably going to get done on the Explorer for Metro, but as it is right now, well, there's two things. Number one, the actual accuracy and the speed of the browser itself is usable, high quality and enjoyable, and that's three very important things. Secondly though, is this ability to flick it out to a desktop browser, which is just not possible on any other platform at all. So I really love the way that you're able to just do basic browsing and then go to some serious browser software to do full desktop style browsing. And in fact, you can actually run both together, which is just, I think, groundbreaking for a device. And if this was available in smaller form factor devices, I think it would be quite amazing, because it really bridges the two mobile and desktop usage scenarios. The problem is with the restrictions on the resolution. So 1366 by 768 is a recommended minimum resolution for Metro UI. Metro apps won't run in anything under 768 vertical, and you don't get the side-by-side feature when you're in portrait mode. It needs to have a 1366 wide screen as well. So there's limits really as to how far you can go, how small you can go with the device, because you have to push the resolution or the PPI up on the screens, which means expensive and more graphics power needed. Finally, one thing which would have been really nice is a bookmarks feature. I know you can pin to the start bar, but if there was a bookmarks feature which was linked to the desktop version of Explorer, then it would be very interesting, because you would have synchronization of bookmarks and maybe even states and tabs between the two browsers, which would make a lot of sense. And that's not available at all. I hope that's something they implement for release in 2013. So overall, I think the Explorer browser is fitting in really well. I find myself using it without any major issues, and interestingly also using the Bing search bar as well without even thinking about it. I haven't actually bothered to think about how I might change that to Google search. Bing search does seem good. It's just that Google search has been defaulted on all my browsers up until now, so maybe there's something to think about there with Bing. Alright, that's it for the demo on a Metro Explorer. This is developer preview again, October 2011. Things will change. Look out for more versions, and if they come up, I'll be testing them again. Thanks for watching. It's Steve from carrypad.com.